So today we're going to start talking about Mike Ditka. Ditka, right? Ditka. One of only two people who have won a Super Bowl as a player, an assistant coach, and a head coach. But we're really not focusing on the Chicago Bears today. We're going to focus on Ditka's time as a head coach of the New Orleans Saints. 1999 draft, the Heisman Trophy winner was Ricky Williams out of the University of Texas. Ditka wanted Williams, traded all of his draft picks, all of them, plus 2 more draft picks for the next year so that he could draft Ricky Williams. Moved up to like 5th or something like that. Got Ricky, that was the only player he drafted that entire draft. Ditka didn't last long in New Orleans. Ricky Williams didn't last long in New Orleans. My analogy is going to break down right there, but he traded all of his draft picks for Ricky Williams. He thought it was worth it. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure that a man has found, and when he found it, he buried it, and he went out and he sold everything to buy that field. Or a merchant who found a pearl and went and sold everything that he had to buy that one pearl. It's worth it. We've been having a problem with the battery in our truck. It'll start most of the time, but every once in a while it just doesn't start. I've got one of those battery packs, so just hook it up, start it up. But yesterday, it wouldn't start on its own at all. I had to hook up that battery pack each time. So I finally decided it's time to change the battery. So we went, got a battery, brought it back. I changed the battery. The car started right up. The kingdom of heaven is like yeast that a woman took and mixed with 3 measures of flour until all of it was leavened. That's what's supposed to happen, right? It's satisfying. That car started up on the first try. I was so happy. It was so satisfying. This particular parable, though, I'm confused about. That's what's supposed to happen. How is the kingdom of heaven like? What I don't know, what I need to find out more is mixed 3 measures of flour until all of it was leavened. Now, I do know that she didn't run out to the bakery store and get one of those little packets of yeast that you open up and then dump in the warm water there. She had a sourdough starter there. But perhaps the amount of yeast that normally gets used is not enough to leaven 3 loaves of bread, in which case this parable would be one of a kingdom of heaven is one of abundance. I'm making all of that up. I don't know, but that certainly could be what the kingdom of heaven is like. Remember TV dinners? Frozen, then you put them in the microwave, you heat them up. Oh. Oven, microwave. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed that someone took and sowed in his field. It is the smallest of all seeds, but when it is grown, it is the greatest shrubs and becomes a tree, so that the birds of the air come and make nests in its branches. Those TV dinners become like a 3-star Michelin restaurant meal, right? The small mustard seed, it's a weed. It's a weed. It grows everywhere. It grows really well. It's a weed. It grows about 2 feet tall. It isn't by any measure a tree that a bird can land on. But that's what the kingdom of heaven is. It's a mustard seed that actually grows into a tree. It's a TV dinner that becomes a 10-course meal at a 3-star Michelin restaurant. It becomes something more than what you expect it to be. The kingdom of heaven is worth it. The kingdom of heaven is satisfying, and it's one of abundance. The kingdom of heaven is more than what you expect it to be. There's a lot of these parables, one after another. The kingdom of heaven is like, the kingdom of heaven is like, the kingdom of heaven is like. I can't imagine that Jesus actually sat down and just, this was his words verbatim in one sermon. This was probably a collection that the writer of Matthew just put them all together. Like, these need to get included, but they don't fit anywhere. So this is going to be the scene at this point here, which is fine because that's what Christ is preaching: the kingdom of heaven, the abundance, the life that we can live in the kingdom of heaven. Because the kingdom of heaven is like a net that is thrown and cast into the sea and brought about, and then the fish gets sorted, the good and the bad. The kingdom of heaven, there will be a sorting, the good from the bad. A few weeks ago, the parable of the wheat that was sown, and then the weeds came up, and they had to separate the good wheat from the weeds. Jesus talks in parables. He didn't have the eloquence of dicta, but he taught us in parables what the kingdom of heaven was going to be like. Satisfying. It's worth it. It's worth going out and selling everything that we have, casting aside everything that we have, whether it be family or friends, if that is necessary, whether it be the life that we've known, whether it be our possessions, whatever is holding us back from entering the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is worth getting rid of all of those things. Selah. Amen.